Alright, so I'm going to show you how to merge my mod, the Unalone mod, with the Convergence mod. This could work with other mods. Stay tuned to the end of the video to get some notes and considerations about that. But jumping right into it. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and download your Convergence mod. So mine's downloaded. So yeah, go ahead and download that. The next thing you're going to want to do is download Smithbox if you haven't already. I already have it downloaded, but if you don't have it, just go to Google, type Smithbox for Elden Ring, download it, get it loaded. So opening that up. First thing we're going to want to do here is go to Create Project. Just name it whatever. Just you can name it Merge, Converge, whatever you want. Doesn't matter. As I say it doesn't matter as I type out the whole thing. Anyway, project directory. First thing you're going to want to set is set the project directory to wherever your Convergence mod is installed. So I showed that I had it installed on my desktop, but I also have another version installed on in my game directory. Just pick wherever your Convergence mod is installed. I just do this because I don't like modifying my main game files, so I just put it in my directory. So there you go. Set that to wherever your Convergence is. I can actually, real quick, just make sure you can see this is all my Convergence files. So yeah, game executable, simple. Just set that to Elden Ring, just like that. Import row names. Go ahead and check mark that, and click Create. Then you're going to go over to the Param Editor tab. Then go over to Merge Param. And the next thing you want to do is you're going to want to download my mod. Put that somewhere on your computer. Then click this. I put mine in Downloads, Alone, and you're going to click the Regulation bin. Click Open that up. This Unique Only checkbox here, uncheck that. Click Merge. Now that's merged. We can go ahead and make sure that worked. Just type buddy, go to buddy param, and we should see 2000, 1000 here. You can see there's two of them. If there's two of them for you, go ahead and delete the one that has a name, Black Knife Titch. Just go ahead and delete that. So only mine is in the 2000, 1000 slot. And you know it's mine right here. If you're on the Melina version, this is going to be 200, 100. If you're on the Ronnie version, it's going to be 300, 100. So if that's 300, 100, everything looks good there. You go ahead and click File, Save All, and you're done with Smithbox. Go ahead and minimize that. Next thing you're going to want to do is go back to wherever my mod is installed on your device. Go to Action, go to Script, and open up the C1000 file. You'll know it's mine by all these constant variables here. So you can scroll down a little bit. First thing we're going to want to grab, bottom of all these params is right here. Going to want to grab this get level. This is so the summon actually scales with your level. After we do that, we're going to go over to the Convergence mod wherever it's installed, go to their action, their script, and open up their C1000 folder. Once again, we're going to scroll down a little bit till we get right here, about around line 135, right under Arcane. We're just going to plop that function in there. Go ahead and click Save, just to make sure all the work's getting saved. Then we're going to need another function. So going back over to my mod, hit Control F, type update, and then depending on what version, if you did Melina, just start typing Melina. It'd be MEL. I'm on the Ronnie version, so type Ronnie, and just like that, it automatically scrolls down to it. Alternatively, you can just go down to this number, 19,547. You can just go to that line. It should be there. So we're going to highlight from local can summon equals true. We're going to scroll down to end, right above the main update function. Go ahead and control copy that. Go back over to the Convergence mod. Type Control F, type main update right here, right above the main update. Add some spaces if you want. hit enter. That adds it in here. One thing we're going to need to add is the cooldown logic. It's super simple, just type local cooldown equals 1. And that's good there. Take note of this function name. You can go ahead and just copy that, scroll down into your main update function, hit enter, paste it in here, hit save. That is it for the C1000 file. That is now merged. So now that that's merged, go back to the main files of the Convergence mod, go back to my mod, go to its main files, and we're going to need a couple of files here. We're going to need the parts file and the script file. So copy those, go back over to the Convergence mod, and paste them in there. It's okay if this has it. I've played with the Convergence mod for a little bit, and I've merged it. I didn't notice any issues having this merged. If you notice any issues, please comment in my mod page, and I'll try to help. If this gives you issues for any reason, you could probably just leave it out. The purpose of that file particularly is to allow the summons to be summoned everywhere. I think the Convergence mod already has seamless co-op preloaded into it, so it might not need it at all. But just in case, I'll go ahead and include it. If it has issues, just leave it out, and it probably should be fine if you leave it out. But yeah, just let me know if you have any issues in the comments, and I'll try to help you out on my mod page. So now that those are merged, we can do a little quick checklist here. So we made sure we merged this. We made sure we merged our action, our parts, and our script. The Melina version probably doesn't have any parts, so don't panic if you don't see it. The Melina version just doesn't have that. Future versions might not also have this parts, but some might. So just make sure those are all merged. Convergence mod already has script data expose in it, so we don't need to do anything with that. And we don't need this, at least for the Convergence mod. Like I said, into the video, I'll talk about some considerations about the script data exposure and what that means if a mod doesn't have it, and how we could merge that in with other mods, but we don't have to worry about it for the Convergence. So now that all is put together, we can go ahead and just run mod engine. Like I said, all your files are probably going to be in a different spot. Mine happen to be my game directory because that's just how I like to mod. I think it's easier to mod that way, but yours will probably be on a separate location. So loading in. There we go. You can see the Convergence mod is here. That's working. Continue. I already have a file set up. And there we go. You can see that we are in the Convergence mod. You can see that my Ronnie character is here. And it seems to be working. It's following me around. And yeah, so there we go. Those are the two mods merged, Convergence and the Unalone mod. So, considerations about other mods. So this is specifically for the Convergence mod. Other mods, you might be able to follow a similar method. It really just depends on the type of mod it is. So, for instance, if a mod doesn't have an action folder, you don't have to worry about merging it. You can just copy my action folder right into the other mod. If it has an action folder and it has the script data exposure, then you can follow the steps that I had in this video for how to merge those two files. But if it has an action folder and does not have the script data exposure, my mod is not going to work with that mod. You'll have to manually add in the data script exposure, which would be pretty hard. Not too hard if you're kind of tech savvy and know a bit about code. But basically, for the script data exposure, for it's basically a tool made by the modding community to be able to access in-game stats. What you could do is from this line, probably down a really long way, all the way down till we get to the end of the data script exposure. Still farther down. There we go, probably here. I think that's all of them. Yeah. So you'd have to copy all of these, all of this into the other mods action folder. And then once you have that copied in to the other mods folder, you'd have to then add this script data exposure into Elden Ring, into the mods folder. Once you have that there, you can go back into wherever your mod engine 2 is, and you're going to want to click on and open the configure Elden Ring toml. Here we go. And the line you're going to want to add is something like this right here. Mod script data exposure DLL. You're going to want to add that into this external DLLs. That's how you'd add it to other mods. I can't guarantee that's going to work. It might not, their mod might not like the data script exposure, or maybe it's not going to add right. But that is something you could try, and it might work, it might not. Just kind of depends on the mod and how their action folder's laid out. I believe that's all you would need to do to add it in. I don't think there's any other functions that go along with it. I built off of an already pre-programmed C1000 folder, so all this was already in here, but I believe this is just all the script exposure files you need. And other mods, if they just have the regulation bin, they don't have an action folder, don't have parts or a script folder, then you can just go ahead and just do what we did with Smithbox to add that into it. If they have a parts folder, you could probably just copy and paste it in. The one caveat is if any of these are in that mods folder, you're going to be overwriting something in the mod. These are models, so like armor and weapons. For me, this is just Ronnie's look. So that's just go ahead and overwrite it. I can't speak to other mods or what it's going to overwrite, but I specifically made it, high numbers, 9,000, to hopefully not mess with any other mods. Script, one caveat here again is you don't want it to overwrite another mod's M00000000. I've looked at a couple other mods. Most of them, if they do have this script folder, they don't have this one in it, this one specifically. But if it does have this one specifically, like I said, they might not be compatible. Basically, you would just have to copy and paste that in and just see if it breaks anything. It might not, but it might. Yeah, though, that's about it. That's about it for the considerations, and that helps you and lets you know how to merge with the Convergence mod at least. I hope that works for you. If it doesn't, like I said, reach out to me on my mods page. You can also reach out to me on Discord at techbot911. And yeah, thanks for watching.